What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Three Floyd's beer, which is cool because there was a time when we couldn't get our hands on any Three Floyd's beer here in Michigan, but ever since a couple years back, they have been just widely accessible and they have expanded their reach all across the country, especially Midwest, predominantly, I think. So it's great that we can get Three Floyd's beer. I'm so thrilled about it. And today we're dealing with a beer that I've never seen in my time per se, but it has been around. It is the Cimmerian Sabertooth Berzerker. Yeah, I'll leave it to Three Floyd's. Come up with that kind of name. It's funny because a lot of their beers that were part of their kind of original lineup, or, you know, beers that got them popular back in the day, have kind of made their way back into not only distribution, but into their lineup, because I think they're just kind of pulling those demand levers like, hey, how did we get here? It was a long journey to this point in time. What was it that got us to the level we are today? So they're kind of doing beers in rotation that was, you know, originally their core recipes, you know, or their core beers. So this beer does go back quite a ways. I don't know how far. Again, I've never had it, and it's now newly available in Northern Michigan distribution. Again, cool that I can find these beers and get them, you know, for $16, I think, for a double IPA 9%. So they do these different rotational beers that are double India Pale Ales, usually clocking in at predominantly 9% ABV. So that's what this one is today. No different than the other rotationals. But again, I'm thrilled that I can get it, and it's something I've never seen before in my reach, in my grasp. So this was canned on 1/8/25, so that's cool. Not too old, man. I love that. Today's February 1st, time of recording, so less than a month old, really, like 3 weeks old. Pretty freaking awesome. I really like Three Floyd's, one of my favorite places. I've been there. I've gone to Munster Fest. They invited me last year. Love them. Love them 100%. So let's move on in the seemingly endless cruelty, battle, and strife. Okay, we're not going to go into this. So they always have some crazy lingo on the side of the can. It matters what's in this can. They have great can art. Again, this is a 4-pack, about $16, $17. 9% beast. Let's get into this. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing better now that I cracked the Three Floyd's, baby. So Cimmerian Sabertooth Berzerker. What the hell, Three Floyd's? Don't ever stop being you, man. It's great. So what kind of IPA is this? I don't know. A 9% beast. That's what we're going to go with. A 9% behemoth. A 9% berserker. Okay. Kind of the way they all look. Not clear by any means, but, you know, you got that dark honey orange. Almost slight amber hue in the ring light. That's weird. I'm not seeing it that way, but that's how it's showing up on camera. Deep, dark honey orange, I would say. Big, pithy, dense, fluffy, foamy head sitting on top. It is super dense, man. I could stick a little, you know, finger in there and it's going to be frothy. It's going to be frothy and foamy. Moderate carbonation stream to the top. You guys see it, man. Do I need to say more? Look at that. Cool. I like this glass. Look at that. Yeah, let's get into this 9% behemoth, dude. I'm scared. Let's see. Three Floyd's usually make some, like, hoppy-ass 9% beers. Let's see. I don't know what this is brewed with. Wow. So, man, geez, let's see. A lot of these beers, in my humble opinion, they are great beers. But the rotational 9% DIPAs that they do, they kind of smell the same. They kind of taste the same usually, but hopefully it's still another winner. Rich, dank cantaloupe. Orange marmalade, candied orange peel. Sweet honey malt. Lemon peel, Meyer lemon juice. Grapefruit. I mean, it smells good. I mean, it's got a subtle dankness to it. It's very citrusy. It's rich orange. Nearly like marmalade sherbet in a way, not quite creamsicle thing, but it's got this like dank, hoppy, orange jamminess. It smells good. I mean, there's no detection of alcohol. This is pretty damn ice cold right now, and look at that head just hanging on there, dude. It's crazy. Let's get into this one. I'm not going to say the name again. You can see it, guys. Cheers. Cheers, Three Floyd's. Cheers, Imperial Beverage. Getting this to Northern Michigan. Boom, boom. Ooh, dankness coming out to play. Smooth. Smooth at 9%. Nice mouthfeel. It's hoppy, but there's like a honey sweetness and like a orange juice sweetness. Candied orange peel, again, coming out big time. There's this like sugary concept and quality to this beer. Hugging that orange/citrus. So even like some sugary lemon peel mixing with the orange. It's more orange, I think. There's not a cantaloupe thing. I thought there was. I don't think that's in there at this point. Maybe I'll touch a stone fruit. But the citrus is off the charts, man. The orange and the you know, clementine, the mandarin orange thing. Crazy off the chart citrus. And then the back end, even long after I was talking, long after I swallowed that last sip, the bitterness creeps up on you from behind. It just hits you with like a piney dryness and bittering that just weighs on your palate after you got that big wave of citrus, that big hop dankness. Wow, that is a subsiding, weird, lasting effect of bitterness that comes in and creeps up on you. 9%. This is very cold, but you probably don't want this to warm up, but with this temperature right now and how I just sipped at, that was a fantastic 9% DIPA so far. Chewy, hoppy, heavy, but light. Like you're getting the hoppy pine cone thing. You're getting the dankness. It's not too dank. It's not like gasoline dank. It's just like a couple notches below that. The orange marmalade, the orange juice, subtle lemon juice, almost adding to like some bittering from lemon. Wow, this is fun. This is fun. And again, the dankness is subtle, not that heavy and hard on your palate. And then that bitterness just creeps up on you, dude. That is so weird. That's such a delayed bitterness that catches up to your palate. It takes, I mean, literally like 10, 15 seconds for it to register the hop level of this. Drying with that hop pine cone, hop bittering, a little bit of hop piney resin, a little bit of like leafy oils, not herbal, but you know, that outdoorsy, piney, soily, just leafiness. It's crazy. Like the delayed onset bitterness is crazy on this beer. It's fun. And I'm kind of geeking out about it. I'm sorry, guys, but that's kind of fun. Like you don't see a delayed bittering like this. It just creeps up on you so long after you take that sip. So, I mean, there's certainly a sweetness. Like, there's a lot of malt driven in this beer. You can feel it. But it drinks lighter than 9%. It doesn't feel that heavy. Again, it is kind of viscous and slightly, you know, syrupy orange. But you don't notice it, right? You just don't notice that it has that heavy weighing on your palate. Again, the bitterness so late, comes in very late after that sip, and does dry out the palate very nicely after many moments of swallowing that sip. This is fun. Again, maybe I'm just nerding out. This is a fun beer. I think it's a really good double IPA. At 9%, I'm really not getting big booziness because this is cold. And I appreciate this ethnic old recipe that Three Floyds did a long time ago. Cool to bring it back, and I think this is worthy of a $16, even $17 buy. Truthfully, I do. I think there's a great value here at this 9% beer. Very orangey. Oranges all day long. Slight grapefruit. Slight lemon as well. And there's this, you know, again, the sugary sweetness and a candied sweetness, marmalade, jammy thing that does go away once you have swallowed that sip and it subsides into bitterness hits you guys. So is this a good beer? Yes, all this time later. Sorry, I was nerding out. Very good beer. Fun to drink, and I think it's worthy of a buy. So I'm going to put this beer at a respectable, honestly, let's just go 4.25. I think this is really good. I think this is a good beer at 9%, guys. 4.25 out of 5. Thank you so much for being here. Another Three Floyds winner. Yeah, cheers.